So welcome to an early morning run session. It's Saturday, it's quite early, and I've got a long run to do this morning. It's actually the longest run of this Dublin Marathon prep. I've actually been looking forward to doing this run because these are the kind of runs that challenge me, and I like seeing how I can get on, push myself in these types of runs. It's quite early. A lot of people always ask me, why do I train so early? And how do I train so early? And the honest answer is, when you have kids, and so anyone that has kids will know, time becomes precious. So I choose to do what I do, how I train, because I want to do it and because I enjoy training. So I make sure that I fit it in as I can and when I can. People think when you train very early in the morning that it's a bit mad, but to be honest, some people that have kids, their kids don't sleep, so they end up not getting much sleep. I'm lucky that our kids sleep pretty well, but I can function off enough sleep that I get. So I usually kind of average about 6 hours sleep, and I've been doing that for years and I can function off it quite well. So I choose to get my training in the morning because I want to do the type of training that I do, and that's the only way I can fit it in. So it's a choice I make, and I just enjoy doing it. So it seems a bit mad. It's not the normal way to do things, or it's not common. It's not something I'd always recommend, but anything I do with my life, it's not really the normal. It's outside the norm. So that's just why I do it, and I always enjoy the challenge. But session for this morning, it's a long one. It's a 35k run. I'm going to be doing a warm-up. It's about a 2.5k warm-up out to the industrial loop that I run, and then the plan is to run 30k at just slower than target marathon pace. So the plan is to try and run a 30k at around 4:15 per kilometer pace. So that's around kind of 3-hour marathon pace. And I'm going to be doing on the loop, so just over a 1k loop. And the main reasons there is to focus on consistent and even pacing, but also from a nutrition and hydration standpoint, there's a place where I can leave my nutrition and drinks so that I can practice what I plan to do on race day and fuel it and hydrate it really well. So plan for fueling is Maurten gels. Going to be using Maurten gels, and the plan is to take one every 5k. So I've got 6 gels I'm going to take for that 30k main set, and then I've also got some hydration. So I've got two 200ml bottles, and they're going to carry on me, and I'm going to plan to take 2 of those, so about 400 mils during that 30k, with pH 1500, so Precision Fuel and Hydration 1500 electrolyte tabs in those to keep my salt intake up, because I'm a heavy salty sweater. So that's the plan for the run session. So let's see how we get on. So the shoe choice for this run is going to be the Nike Alpha Flies, and a few reasons why I'm going to do this run in these runners is because, firstly, I still haven't decided what shoes I'm going to race the Dublin Marathon in. So I've been practicing some sessions with the carbon shoes that I have, which I have the original Alpha Flies, the original Vapor Flies, and Saucony Endorphin Speed Pro, Saucony Endorphin Pro. And so yeah, I want to see what these feel like for a long paced run, because I've got big feet and weird shaped feet, so footwear is important for me to find what's comfortable and what works for me, that it feels good, and also that I don't have any issues. The other reason as well is these shoes are going to allow for better and faster recovery from the session, so it's going to take less out of my legs, so that with the big kind of run volume that I'm trying to do at the moment, it means I can tolerate more and recover quicker. So interested to see how these shoes go for this long type of session. This is what most of my runs look like. As you see, it's still dark. It's never easy getting up early doing these run sessions, but one of the main reasons I do it is so that when I get home after my session, I still have the full day ahead to spend with my family, to do the things we need to do, so that I can get the most out of my day. So it's never easy, but I enjoy it, and you never regret getting the session done when you're finished. So warm up done. As you can see, it's still quite dark, but I'm at the industrial loop that I do these types of sessions on. As I said, the loop itself is just over 1k, so it's perfect for pacing and for practicing fueling and hydration. So I've got some boulders over here that I can use to set up my aid station, and then I've got access to that every 1k or so. So legs are feeling good this morning. I think during the week they were a bit heavy. I was a bit tired, but that was probably from racing at the weekend and 3 big volume weeks in a row. So as I said, this was the key session for this week that I've been looking forward to doing. So about to crack into it. 30k target, holding 4:15s per kilometer, practice fueling and hydration, and let's see, can we nail it. Session done, absolutely buzzing with that. The plan for the 30k was holding 4:15 pace. So I wanted to start off steady at that pace and see could I hold it, and if it felt good, build into it. So started off bang on 4:15, 4:17 pace, which is kind of 3-hour marathon pace, and held that, actually held a little bit faster, so probably held about 4:13, 4:14 minute per kilometer pace for the first 20k to 25k, and then because I was feeling good, I kind of picked it up for the last 5k, more kind of 4:10, 4:05 pace, and then second last kilometer was sub 4 minute pace, and then the last kilometer was maybe 3:40, 3:45 pace. So probably one of my best long runs I've ever done. Big marathon session, banked, fueling went really well, took on all my gels, took on all my hydration, and yeah, really happy with that. So now jog back home, cool down, and then back home to wake up the girls, and then the day actually starts. So it's mad to think of 35k done and most people still in bed, but listen, you do what you got to do to get where you want to get to. So have a good one.